A short walk down the towpath from the scene of Robbo's battle with Banksy. The graffiti war is raging on another front.
Within Islington, we're trying to make our borough as clean, green and as attractive as we possibly can. Our policy on graffiti is that we don't allow graffiti. Graffiti is criminal damage. So people who are spraying graffiti onto walls or tagging are committing a criminal act. Yes, we have arrested people. We've been successful in taking a few people to court. And 2 or 3 people have actually been sent to prison for the mindless vandalism that they've caused.
Above the graffiti writing that Martin and Darren are removing, a piece of street art is being left alone.
Some people might say they're more or less the same. Why are you taking one off and not the other one?
Yeah, that is the argument with art, or what you call art or graffiti. I mean, to me, personally, you should remove everything, really.
It's hard to decipher what is art and what is vandalism or criminal damage. If we come across a piece that we're not sure of, we have to take pictures and then give it to our manager, who will decide whether we can remove it or keep it.
As the head of service, I do have some discretion, and with regard to street art, there are pieces of very attractive street art that feature in books and calendars and magazines and websites. With some of the Banksy work that we've got, my personal opinion is that they are very artistic. I genuinely believe that it does add value.
So when you say add value, what does that mean?
Well, the stuff that we've got, there are groups of people that come to look at this kind of work, because work of Banksy's has been sold off for huge sums of money. Does it add value? Is it art?
Graffiti writers see the approach by councils across the UK as double standards. Writers routinely attack Banksy pieces in the street, leaving the onlooker in no doubt as to which guerrilla artist they support in the graffiti war. It keeps Kenny's council very busy.
I think with some of the Banksy pieces that we've had vandalised, we have occasionally gone round there and repaired them. So, for example, there was one where it was the museum attendant who had a mirror behind him, and somebody actually wrote something offensive on the mirror. Well, we could have easily have just painted the mirror out with white paint or whatever colour paint it was, but then the piece wouldn't have made any sense. So what the guys carefully did was actually paint out the slogan or the rude word so that the piece was whole again.
It's got to a stage where graffiti is still 100% outlawed and it's still illegal, unless you're Banksy, when it's celebrated and preserved. Which is, you know, that's good for Banksy, but it's kind of unfair on all the writers, because whether it is graffiti, whether it's street art, you know, when you come up before the judge, does the judge ask for a definition? Is he a graffiti artist or is he a street artist? Is he street artist? Oh, that's okay, we'll let you off. Graffiti? No.
When asked to comment on being given preferential treatment, Banksy said this. Robbo is preparing to attack another Banksy piece.
Where's the camera looking?
But while Banksy is protected under perspex, Robbo risks arrest and prosecution for criminal damage.
See how quick and easy it is to do a stencil. No skill whatsoever. Someone seems to be stopping and looking. Fucking hell. It's looking off the bus at me. Right, mate? Yeah. Banksy. Oh, I don't know Banksy, mate. Look, one sec. Let me finish doing this and I'll talk to you afterwards, all right? Because I've got to do this, yeah? Thanks. amazing. So what was that? On a stencil. Yeah, look, my name's Robbo, yeah? Been having an argument with Banksy for years, since back in the 90s. I fell out with him. Yeah. I slapped him, and then all of a sudden last year he went over one of my pieces. It was the oldest piece in London. So since then I've been going over all the... Burnt another fan. Love it.
Why has it got perspex on it?
Because someone from Team Robbo chucked paint over it and put a little Hitler moustache on the kiddie, and the council came down. They cleaned the graffiti off of it and stuck a sheet of perspex over it, and now it's protected for all eternity, so everyone can appreciate it, which is quite funny. The irony of councils cleaning graffiti off of street art and then protecting it. It's pretty mad.
But it's gone beyond the realm of local politics. Barack Obama used street art to become president. David Cameron used street art to become his friend.
Yeah, I've got a painting in the White House.
So do you know where it's hanging?
Toilet. In this room of unwanted gifts, I don't know. I don't know.
This is called 21st Century City, painted by Ben Ein and given to Barack Obama by David Cameron in 2010 on his first state visit to Washington.
I thought it was quite interesting because I'd obviously been arrested a few times and I've got a criminal record.
Before his international success as a street artist, Ben was an infamous graffiti writer.
That was the thing that got me arrested loads and loads and loads. I used to run around everywhere tagging that.
How many times did you get arrested?
Quite a few, maybe as many as 20. I'd been arrested so many times and had so many fines that I was kind of giving the judge no other option but to send me to prison.
Faced with a bleak future, Ben changed his approach. Gone was the hard-to-decipher code aimed at fellow graffiti writers. Here was a new style. Bold, giant lettering painted onto walls and shop security shutters. As Ben's work gained kudos around the art scene in London's East End, so did his freedom to paint wherever and whenever he liked.
I've painted some really, really big walls that have taken days to paint, and I've painted them in broad daylight without permission. Because it was street art and not graffiti, I got away with doing it.
What sort of response do you get now, then, from the police if you're out working?
They come and talk to me. To think a few years ago they'd have chased us down the street and nicked us.
The former graffiti vandal has even been invited to Downing Street for a personal audience with the Prime Minister.
Mr. Cameron wanted to say thank you. We sat in the garden and had tea and biscuits and chatted about art and chatted about the state of the country, and it was funny.
What biscuits did they serve you?
Kit Kats. I'm massively privileged that I have the opportunity to live off of what I love doing. Yeah, it's amazing. A lot of graffiti writers are now beginning to understand that what they actually do is art. You know, they don't have to go to work and do a job that they hate. You know, they could get a studio, they could make their graffiti, they could have shows and they could sell it.
This is Mecca for the world's best street art and home to the galleries that bring it to a wider audience. An audience Robbo is now keen to engage.
Pop Tony down there. You got Tony?
Robbo is being given the chance to make the transition from outlaw graffiti writer to professional artist.
We're just curating right now.
Gallery owner, Pure Evil, has invited Robbo to stage his first solo show, and he's produced 20 new works of art. Tomorrow, they go on sale to the public.
Oh, they do look nice, huh?
You make an entrance, don't you?
Make a big entrance.
This gallery helped to establish Banksy as a selling artist. The fact Robbo is now exhibiting here has not gone down well with the stenciler's hardcore supporters.
Banksy's fans, they're talking about coming to the gallery and flinging paint over all the artwork.
Do you think they will come down and fling paint at them?
Not when I'm here, they won't. I'm putting my head on the block because everyone's expecting graffiti and that, but I'm showing people that I'm more than just a graffiti artist, you know? Yeah, how bad would that be, making money out of something you love doing?
The future Robbo wants, where he makes a living from his art, depends on whether or not this show is a success.
So I'm on the eve, life-changing fucking experience, really. I never thought I'd ever do this. That art, when I was doing it, I never thought I'd see that in a gallery. I just want to see it on every train. Now look, it's hanging up. It's all about the art, baby. The art. I just hope everyone comes and has a good time, and, you know, with an open mind. Let me into their world. That'd be nice.